What's up everyone, Kyra Carl here, and in today's 3-Minute Thursday video, we're going to be taking a look at lower back pain and how doing just 4 super simple daily stretches can help you feel, heal and function to your highest potential when you've got lower back pain. Let's do it. As always, in my 3-Minute Thursday videos, I'm going to give myself just 3 minutes to teach you super simple, highly effective activities, stretches, and exercises that can help you overcome your troublesome pains, problems, and issues from the comfort of your own home. Lower back pain. So, lower back pain can come on in many different ways. It can be traumatic onset. That's skiing accidents, car crashes, horse riding accidents. Any kind of problems where you take a large impact to the body can cause a structural problem with your lower back. And then it has to carry that weight of your body as you heal and move and carry on with life. We create insidious problems that your body and your brain just don't really care about at the time. It becomes chronic when your brain can't return to the previous pattern, when that pattern of old is not the pattern of new. Now, when that pattern changes, what I mean by that is the muscles which are controlled by the brain are firing in the wrong order. The firing patterns are off. Or it could be hypertonic muscles, so they are just firing, trying to hold you together to protect you, to allow you to go on about your day. Now, if this is held for too long, we get problems. Now, lower back pain can actually manifest in different ways. This could be a band of tissue across the lower back, or it could be sciatica going down the back of your leg. You might even notice numbness or tingling sensations into your legs or buttocks, and it could be just muscle weakness that you feel. You can get disc problems. Now, the discs are the mini shock absorbers that sit between each vertebra in the spine. It allows us to move and freely use our bodies in space. Now, I won't go into the details and depth of disc problems because there are many. However, one of the main signs that you may have a disc problem is weakness or numbness into one or both legs. If that is one of your symptoms, please go and find a spinal specialist in your area who can look after you. Other very common things that we see as chiropractors is something called facet problems. Now, the facets act as a sort of guide for your body to stop you moving in the wrong way, to protect you. When these facets become irritated, we will get localized pain and tenderness. Wrong position. This is going to stretch and strain the ligaments and muscles that support the joints, and over time you're going to have a change in that structure. Now, what you're going to notice maybe is what we call a hyperlordosis, and this is where the lumbar spine, the curve in the lumbar, will actually increase. As this increases, the load on those facet and those discs becomes more of a problem. The disc isn't designed to take on a load in this way. The facet isn't designed to take on a load in this way. And what's going to happen is the brain is going to take control of some of those muscles in the lower back. It's going to fire them as hard as they can to try and hold you together so you don't slip any further. But this is going to feel like a general muscle ache and tiredness, fatigue. Ultimately, when we are dealing with a facet or a disc or a lower back problem, we will have our brain engage with our body. It will fire some muscles up, it will loosen others. This will allow you and your body to heal. So with the lower back, these muscles are very strong. They are designed to keep you standing, keep you moving, running, using your body in any way, shape or form, which means we are going to have to stretch some of these bad boys out and loosen them off to allow you to start to use your body in the way that it was designed. That movement alone will refire the brain in the correct way and allow it to know that safe movement is something that you can achieve. By stretching these muscles in an effective, regular way, your brain will reset and you will actually be able to return to the things that you're unable to do right now, such as daily activity, movement, shopping, lifting, just trusting your body in general, or even returning back to the sports that you can't do right now. So before we begin, let's get 3 minutes on that clock. So the first stretch that we're going to do is going to be for the lower back and the hamstring muscles. What we need you to do is sit on the floor. We're going to bring one leg and foot up towards you, and we're going to hold these end range positions for around 6 full breaths. It should be in the region of 15 seconds. We're going to lean straight forwards for a count of 15. We're going to the left for a count of 15. We will go to the right for a count of 15. We will return to the full seated position. Now, if you really want to concentrate on the hamstrings with this stretch, I'd like you to take a higher chest position, keep that more vertical position as we lean forwards. You're going to hold this in the middle for 15, to the right for 15, and again to the left for a count of 15 seconds. Next, we're going to work on general lower back mobility. Now, I'm sure this has a real name, but I call these the up and unders. So we're going to be on all fours. We're going to take our right hand, we're going to lift it and raise it up to the ceiling. We're going to be twisting and turning through that lower back, holding it in that upper position, and then rolling through and down in a very controlled manner, and taking that right arm underneath the bridges being created by that left arm. Now we're going to aim to do 10 of these movements on each side and take it nice and steady, very controlled. Any strains or sciatica type of pains, you may want to avoid doing this movement in the beginning. But if you don't, take this one steady, do it every day. It's going to help strengthen those lower back muscles, and it's going to stretch some of the more problematic, smaller muscles that are supposed to support your lower back. Before we move on to the next exercise, if you haven't already done so, have a little click of that like button. Let me know that this content is valuable to you, and I'll keep making it for you. Next, we've got a super simple lower back stretch. Lay on your back and draw your knees up towards your chest. You can hold and feel that stretch in that lower back as you do this move. You're going to hold it for around 15 seconds, and you can relax in between. Do it 2 or 3 times. Next, what we can do to make this slightly more difficult is we can drop one of those legs down nice and straight, draw the knee up towards your chest, and again hold for those 15 seconds. To change the angle slightly and hit a slightly different muscle group in the lower back, we can actually draw that knee up and towards the opposite shoulder, which will create a deeper stretch on the outside lower back and into that buttock area. In this next exercise, we're going to try and target those QL muscles. We're going to lay on our back. We're going to have one leg straight. We're going to draw that knee up to a 45-degree angle, and we're going to bring it across our body completely to the opposite side. And we're going to have the arm on the same side as the knee that is bent, flat against the floor. This will create a long lever stretch through that lower back and will allow that QL muscle to stretch. Now you can also do this exercise by moving the knee position, so it can be lower, mid, or even high. Find that tight spot for you and just see how that goes. If you're feeling tight in the hip flexors, then you might want to check out this video right here. Alternatively, this video could be the one that you're actually looking for. And if you haven't already done so, hit that like button, click subscribe, tap that bell icon if that's something you like to do, and I'll see you next time.